Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back, everybody. Happy New Year. Happy 2022. That's exciting. That is exciting. Yeah. It's the free draw. It is viewer suggestion. Let me get a piece of paper, as I always forget. Yeah, today's going to be fun. Today we're just going to hang out, going to doodle. Do some doodly-dallies. I also have some rugby Christmas artwork to share with everybody. It's only a few of them. If you have a submission you were working on and it's not finished, that's fine. Feel free to post it. Yeah. Fun stuff. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can... What's that music volume? Is that too loud? Running over Raptor, welcome, welcome. I have the volume literally turned basically off, and it's still super loud. Don't know how this judges. It's at 1%. We'll see how that goes. If the music is too loud, please let me know. Otherwise, we're gonna keep on keeping on. Need to turn studio mode on so I can show these things off. If one of these are your pictures and you'd like to post a link, please let me know, and I will share that with the group as well. People are welcome to check out the Discord and look at the art share, because that's what we're going to be looking at here in a second. If I can ever get studio mode to work. Where did you go? Where did you go? Volume's good. Okay, cool. Somehow streamer or screen mode or whatever for OBS is just gone. Like, I swear it used to just be right, studio mode right there. Like, the button's right where I thought it was, but I didn't see it like 5 times. Okay, so let me get to this. And of course, it doesn't work because I switched it. I done squitched it.
Good morning.
Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. You're on the internet.
Okay.
Where?
Are we on the internet?
We are on the internet.
Sweetness.
What is happening? I'm having one of them days where everything's working probably how it's supposed to, and my brain
And you're
is
scared.
Not. Yeah. My brain's like, no, don't worry about it. The actual F just happened. What? Did it? Yeah. What? I click on something and I'm like, okay, I want you to work. And it's like, yeah, it works, great. And then as soon as I click OK, it just disappears. Like, what are you doing?
Okay.
Yeah.
You waited too long to click, apparently.
Yep. Okay. No. Well, why? Why are you doing this? If people have character suggestions, that's great. If not, I want to get this to work. Discord. Yes. Show me Discord, please.
I figure people are waiting for you to figure out your stuff.
Yeah. Which is fine.
We're being polite, Rook. Well, you'll be the first Tyler to make a suggestion today.
Okay, Discord share is now on top. That is so strange. Defaults. Not Pretzel Rock. Discord. Okay, and then it just vanishes. Apparently I can't share this today. I was so very, very confused about what's happening.
So what is wrong?
I guess I could show you guys. I don't want to show you guys because it's not what I want to share directly. So basically, I can tell OBS to capture Discord, and then as soon as I like set up the parameters and say, okay, great, it just closes it.
Huh.
Yeah.
I thought OBS was only for Twitter.
What are you talking about? I've been using OBS for
not Twitter, Twitch.
No. Yeah, you can both use it for both. This is super.
I don't stream, so I don't know.
Let's check this out. Yeah, I can transition over here. Oh, now it's showing it. What the actual poop? But when I switch back, it disappears. All right, great. I don't know what just happened, but it somehow fixed itself by me doing almost nothing. So I wanted to share something today. I wanted to share stuff with people from Discord. Over a Christmas break, I asked people to share their rugby art, and now it's gone again. If I switch it, and then it comes back. Okay, so it's just freaking out. But we have some cool little rugby art. This one was done by a Blues Druid, and I wanted to show that off. I think it's pretty fancy. Pretty fancy. Like I said, if you do have a rugby you'd like to share with us, feel free. Feel free to share that with us. Hey Rook, saw you streaming, wanted to say hi. No problem, meme. Unfortunately, work calls me and I gotta have a good day to stream. No problem at all. Thank you for stopping by. Hopefully we'll catch a stream another day. We're gonna check out some rugby stuff real quick and we'll get back into it. Is it just free draw or is it also viewer request? It is gonna be a viewer request. Yeah, we're gonna start doing just Wednesdays are gonna be community days where we just talk about art. People can share their art, what they're working on. People can request drawings. All kinds of good stuff. So we're gonna do that. So that's that one. I thought that one was pretty good.
Request all the drawings.
Yep, this is another great one. This one's by Tixel. Tinsel. I think it's Tinsel. Yeah, rugby riding a Displacer Beast. Thought that was pretty funny. That was pretty grand. Really great job. I like the present down here. on the what do you want to call that? Like a pseudopod, tail whip, shoulder whip, whatever Displacer Beasts have. That was my rugby. No one needs to look at that. It's fine. I've got some other really cool art by a bunch of other very good artists. If you do want to check these guys out, they are in the Discord. And people, when you post your art, if you want to post your the link to your Twitter or your art station, that's totally fine too. Here's Tibbers. That's pretty good. I love the little hat. Also, a really good job capturing the rugby head shape. Nice. A lot of people don't get how weird his head is. I love it, like the kind of trapezoidal shape. So this looks like rugby, and I love it. And I love the little hat. Really great job. A little more art. This one was some van art, some custom OCs, and then I think that is it. So great job, everybody. That was really cool. I hope to do more stuff like that in the future. And throughout today, if you'd like to share some of your artwork, or you'd like me to share it with the YouTube, let me know. We can post it in the Discord. We can check it out. So go back to the viewer suggestion. Sorry, Tibber, you were in the Discord and I was somewhere else in the Discord, so I didn't see your message. Let's see what you got. This is the first of the year. Yes, it is. The music is louder than normal. I cannot turn it down anymore. I've tried so hard. It's at 1% on Pretzel. That's off. Okay, that's 1%. How's that? Is that too quiet? We can try that for a little bit. How's the new year treating me? Pretty good. And yes, you can always make a suggestion. Feel free to do that in the YouTube chat or over here. Tabaxi Barbarian for Year of the Tiger.
Rawr.
Tigers! I was wrong when I thought it was at 1%. It was at 3%. It is now at 1%. So we're gonna give that a go. Let's warm up with the rugby. As always, there's a link in the Discord if you'd like to draw with us today. You're very, very welcome to. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got. Oh, apparently people are already drawing with us today. Chunk Chat, welcome, welcome. This is a new year. I don't know what else I should do with. What should we do with rugby this year? Should he take up a new profession? Should he become an electrician or something?
Plumber
rugby. First of the year, he's got to buy a weight set and then find a place to store it in his garage.
And never touch it.
And never touch it ever again.
Then 3 years later, sells it on eBay or Craigslist.
My entirety of my workout set is basically that. It's just I've never bought full price for any weights I own. I did buy the workout bench. I bought that from Amazon because it was not so bad.
Nice.
Rugby gets a girlfriend.
Rugby? How do we know rugby isn't already a bar guest?
Do a tall rugby. First of the year, we got to do a tall rugby. Maybe that's bad for him. We don't need to start this year off with creepy. I like how I'm saying we shouldn't do it, and I'm still doing it. I want to say Tim Curry, but that's not right. What am I thinking of?
Tim Burton?
Tim Burton, thank you. Jeebus. That was a weird that was a weird thing to forget. My brain just doesn't have a place for names. It's like, I don't know, throw it over there. Was this is an artist you love and cherish and will remember forever? Cool, yeah, I don't know, just there's a pile. Throw the name in the pile. Hello everyone. Let's be 2020 walk in and sit down quietly here. Yeah, seriously. Illithid Barbarian, we can do that. Dr. Random, welcome. How do we know rugby's not a mimic? Because I will go on record and say rugby is not a mimic.
We know what he isn't. We know he isn't a rugby, or not rugby, but a mimic. Canon.
Canonically, not a mimic. This one might be a mimic. This could be like a rugby chew. I guess that's the wrong thing. It should be a rugby or something. I actually don't know what a mimic chew looks like now that I think about it. Brian, thank you for the continued support of the channel. I appreciate it. Is that right? Is that what mimic chews look like?
They kind of looks like a sock puppet Pikachu with like a wooden tail.
A wooden tail? Is it just like a board?
It kind of is. That's like roughly shaped in a lightning bolt for Pikachu's tail.
Rugby flamingo, pretty much. The creator himself is a pretty valid source. Yeah, that's true. Is he wearing a mimic though? No, I think he's wearing just a normal thing. This is like this is someone trying to pretend to be rugby, so I guess it's a rugby mimic. You can tell it's not rugby because it's got normal sized feet.
Mimikyu.
Speaking of bar guys, may I ask for how many times have I feel like every week you should have to pick a new race. Barcast. Bar.
Well, wasn't it for like almost an entire month? It was like that Quagos or whatever.
Yeah, no, it is just very much the You can absolutely ask for a Bargas pardon, but I think I've drawn that before. Not that that matters. I hope I'm not the only one that's entertained by drawing rugby in weird ways. Maybe that's what we should do. Maybe every week we should just draw rugby in a new style. That could be fun. That could be a fun project.
We just like have like a random generator thing.
Yeah, and then people can get their fan art vibe off by suggesting things to the rugby. Except it's all going to be JoJo. It's just going to be JoJo, draw JoJo rugby. And I'm going to be like, no, I refuse.
One JoJo only once.
That's the 10,000 subscriber special. As soon as we get 10,000 subscribers, I'll draw JoJo rugby. And then people can leave me alone. And then I can retire. I just realized what I've drawn, and I kind of love it. Because if this is accurate, that means goblins look like this.
I got you a quest here.
Maybe I'm going to start drawing goblins like that all the time now.
I mean, my goblin was tall.
It's like someone wearing a rugby mask. I called dibs on Calvin and Hobbes rugby. That'd be pretty funny. A troll metamorph alchemist, huh?
Just like experiments on themselves. Injecting themselves with mutagens and getting swole or swoller. Isn't that like the goblins from like Adventure Time?
Yeah, I think so.
Or something very similar. They may have slightly pointier noses.
What was that show? Hilda? I think Hilda is that what I'm thinking of? They have little elf people that are just basically triangles. And they're just like the happiest little things. It's pretty funny. That's an interesting show. Actually, I like that guy. We're gonna keep him. All right. Tabaxi Bard, huh? Oh, Barbarian. Tabaxi Barbarian.
Yep. For Year of the Tiger. Rawr.
It's the year of the tiger, and that's all I'm gonna sing.
Copyright.
Copyright infringement.
Does it mean fleshy as in tall wood people or tall vegetable people or short vegetable people?
Are there multiple types of fleshies?
Well,
where are you reading this from? What are you talking about?
YouTube chat.
How about it? Weird. My YouTube chat is like delayed. somehow Cor is getting a head.
But yeah, there are either people know of like Pathfinder's fleshies, which are like short plant vegetable people, or they know them like from The Witcher, which are tall tree people.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, that's a good question then. I guess that's my choice though too.
That is also very true.
Oh, tiger. I think I'm drawing a lion.
It looks like you're drawing a cartoon dog.
Well, why don't you do better? You get on here with your criticism and you draw whatever you want.
Just being honest.
Okay. Why not both? Very Fae-inspired elves. Okay. I'm going to start this over.
As punishment, you can ignore my request from earlier.
No, that's all right. Just got to draw angry cat.
She's angry.
There we go. That's the head shape I wanted.
You know, I will say, I feel like cats are really hard to draw. From just what I've seen people drawing them, it's like, that seems rather difficult to draw. They don't make sense.
Tigers are pretty interesting because they're shaped different than normal cats, which is weird. Like their heads are much broader.
Mm-hmm.
So trying to make a tiger look like a tiger is not hard, but it's just it's weird.
A different mindset.
Yeah.
It's needed.
That's a good one. We're gonna use that. Okay, I got a reference now. D&D also has tall tree people, at least somewhat, in the woods. Well, woodwoods, yeah. Who might be next week's obscure race. Oh, is that for next week to draw, or?
See, what are those ones? D&D 4E.
I'm a big fan of Garans are fun from Pathfinder, as well as
Wildens?
yeah, woodwoods are nice. I played a woodwode monk once. That was fun. Oh, weirwood. I'm sorry, not woodwode. Weirwood. Weirwood are basically effectively what. I mean, they're constructs. They're magical constructs, but I think they're kind of more closely related to the Warforged than anything else in Pathfinder.
There's also the Wildens. They're kind of similar to all this. I didn't mean to cut you off, sorry.
No, that was it. That was all I had. They're made out of a wood that likes to be infused with magic. Which to me sounds a lot like the way the Warforged were designed. Stupid tigers with their funny eyebrows and their cat-shaped heads. And their little ears.
I purposely evolved with little ears so they don't get ripped off.
Probably. Made a very sad looking tiger.
Oh no. Tiger from those donate to our organization to help save tigers.
Yeah. Those
World
usually
Wildlife
aren't good.
Fund.
You need to make him look way more aggressive, I think. There we go, that's better. And we're gonna make him
Is a
ripped.
barbarian.
He's gonna be buff. Buff tiger.
Tiger power.
Pathfinder Poppet race.
Oh yeah, that is a thing now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's probably been a thing for a little while. I'm just always slow on the uptick.
Oh, that's pretty recent.
Okay.
But I mean, like, you could have always done that with a Warforged, but now they gave it like, basically it's like a cursed item doll that you're put in.
You're a sentient voodoo doll.
Kind of, yeah. It's not far off. Where's Druid? I hope Druid's doing all right. Fae and wood creatures. Oh, we got Druid stuff to draw. What do these ears look like? Inside of the ears are black lined, and then white. The tips are black, and everything else is orange.
That's pretty good. If I'm lucky, I might be able to draw next week. Nice. Mumbles curses, mumbles more.
Yep.
I don't know.
We're in a constant contention of, is it a curse if you want it? And it's like, yes. That is a debate. Debate for another day.
Debate that will probably gladly join in on.
I mean, I guess, yeah.
I've lost 2 times now.
What was it's like playing, no, that's a bad. I'm not going to talk about that. Curses are curses. It's not a curse, it's not a curse. You know. Phylactery is not technically a... It's only a curse if you didn't want it. I've done something strange here. This should really be the bicep here. And that's a muscle cluster. And that's a muscle cluster. And then that's our big furry boy. There we go.
Muzzle might be a little too
long.
Oh.
What's up?
Ring Son's a YouTube chat.
It's official. I signed the contract for a house today, so equal part exciting and terrifying.
I know that feeling. That is amazing. Congratulations. Congratulations, and make sure to save up some money to replace your furnace. That's all I'm going to say.
The old meaning of awesome would be very apt in this time.
Yeah, you could do that. Awesome's a good way to do it. Yeah, no, that feels great. It feels super good, and it is terrifying. I'm really happy that I was able to get a house when I moved to Seattle, and because it would not be possible now with the way houses are. But also, like, it was cheaper. It was cheaper than renting. Like, that's the stupidest part. But it's tough. It's really hard. So congratulations on that. Getting a house is tough, and it is very scary. But it's very rewarding in the long run, I guess is what I'm trying to get from. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope you're happy with it. May your house always be full of cheer and happiness. I think we're gonna call that there. That's a pretty good barbarian. I'm gonna give him some scars.
El Tigre.
Give him some scratches. Tried to give him a big old belt, but it just didn't work. I mean, like, it's there, I just didn't finish it. Because it didn't get down that far. All right. Rook is wholesome today. When am I not wholesome? Am I usually not wholesome? I guess sometimes I get a little weird. Uh-oh. Oh, Illithid. Illithid Barbarian. Wholesome Rook vibes. It's the music. The music has got me chill. Doing chill,
No one's yelling about things.
We almost yelled about curses, but creepy old party of adventurers sounds like a great one-shot to me. That would be pretty funny if the entire party got transferred into dolls. That would be a good one-shot. Or is that not what you're talking about? Creepy doll party. You could also just have, like, them put into a house full of creepy dolls. That would be good too.
What's that one movie? Night of the Puppets?
I don't know.
It was a weird movie about these, like, magical sentient puppets.
Yeah, I kind of
Like,
figured
one
that.
was called, yeah, one was called Pinhead and had like a screw on his head. It was very creepy.
Isn't Pinhead the guy from, like, Super Cube or whatever the hell it's called? I don't remember what movie that's from.
Is that what's called, Brian? Puppet Masters?
Puppet Masters.
Like one of them had almost like a Guy Fawkes mask.
Yeah, that's Pinhead I was thinking of.
Oh.
It's weird thinking about drawing an Illithid without a cloak on. I think I'm gonna do something weird with the anatomy. My name is Swole Cthulhu. Swole Thulu. Trying to get better at drawing abs, and I just usually just chicken out and don't do it. Oh, someone already beat me to Swole Thulu. That's no good. I like how they covered up the neck, because they're like, how do we attach an octopus to someone's head? It's like, cover it up. Let's cover up the neck. No one will know.
Oh, that's a interesting picture. Trying to find that one picture of the really like ripped illithid.
It's not an illith. It's called a shoot. What's it called? There's an actual term for it.
Was that not like an actual illithid? Okay.
Well, I mean, it is an illithid, but there's a specific name for the muscle-bound ones, and I can't remember what it is. Illithids are casters for the most part. Yeah, they're basically supposed to be all mental stat, which is kind of cool.
Here it is.
Shoot, what is that called? Oh, he doesn't have a pin on his head. He has a drill on his head. That poor dog. That poor dog. Oh, that one's pretty good. Yeah. So I know that's a regular illithid. He's only got 4, so he's not a big boy. The big ones I was thinking of had 6. 6, and then they go ape shit bananas. God, look at the girth. Just all muscle. Terrifying. Terrifying squid boy. Blue.
Vampiric illithids.
What's that?
Vampiric illithids
Ah.
is apparently a thing.
Look at those abs. Dang it. Gotta learn how to draw abs. Maybe that's what I'll draw in my sketchbook for the next week. Elder brain dragons. Elder brain dragons.
They are a thing. It's like, you need to go back to the Fortress of Swolitude to study abs.
Yep. Honestly, I think it's just because I've been drawing a lot of like very curvy ladies lately. I've not been drawing a lot of muscly dudes. Which used to be my go-to with muscly dudes.
Look at you naked people.
Dude, I draw nude people all the time. You eventually get to a point in your life where you're like, I'm just going to draw what I want.
People's opinions be damned.
Yep. I'm not sure why all these barbarians are naked, but that's fine. It's way easier to rage when you don't have a shirt in the way.
Exactly.
It's because whenever you rage, you just rip off your shirt. Ah!
You just hog out.
Yep. Is that an otter dragon? That's what I thought when I saw the picture. Definitely looks like an otter dragon.
Oh, it's from.
He always complaining. We
Magic
don't
the
mind.
Gathering. Dragons of Tarkir. Sick. Epic dragons.
Yeah, unfortunately, when I draw like I've been drawing, which is like I said, a bunch of just Kirby ladies. I can't post that stuff. So it looks like I'm not posting anything, but it's just all in the not safe for work stuff on the Discord. Because I can't post it on Instagram. It's just like,
Unless you add like little purple hearts or whatever.
yeah.
Over the naughty bits.
Maybe I've been doing myself a disservice by not self-censoring. I guess I am self-censoring since I'm just not posting it. I want this guy to be buffer. We're going to make him more buff.
I think my first experience with quote unquote mind flayers was with Ben 10 cartoon show.
Oh, interesting.
Because the first season's main villain is essentially a giant swole mind flayer.
Funny. Brains, I eat protein. Yeah, what are brains made out of?
Imagine a lot of water and like fat.
Well, it might be fat. It might be fat. That might be what it is.
I'm not an expert, so.
It might be its own thing, though, too.
I know it's sometimes just referred to as gray matter.
Yeah. I guess it's mostly nerve cells? Gross. Thank you, biology. Let's figure that out later. Don't know if I've ever had... No, I've definitely probably eaten cow brains. I'm not sure. No, I've eaten cow heart.
Ew.
Dude, shut up. It's good. I've come here for the choppy choppy. Mostly chemical receptors. Cow heart is awesome. I eat lots of innards. Okay. I avoid livers with like the plague. Quite literally. I worked with a food. I worked for the University of Idaho's food science department for a while, and I worked with a food nutritionalist. I don't know. That's not right. I'd have to look up his exact title, but he's basically like never eat liver.
Nutrition?
No. He was this was specifically like food scientist. No, not like a doctor. Like, well, I mean, you know how it works. He had a doctorate.
Yeah.
But he was a food scientist. And something he used to do a lot of agricultural work. Basically testing like food safety on cows and stuff. And when cows would get disease, he'd have to go out and check and figure out what was going on. But something he told me, he's just like, never ever eat liver. It's the world's sponge. It's only bad shit. And it's like, all right, I can agree with that.
It tastes so good.
Does it? 'Cause
I think it does.
Oh, yeah, gross. Never eat liver, never eat kidneys. I can't get the thought of it being like a sponge sitting on the counter, but inside of a cow, and it's like, oh, gross.
Well, I've never had like cow liver.
What kind of liver have you eaten?
Chicken liver.
Oh.
The most common type.
No, I don't eat that either. I used to. I do know what you're talking about. That's not bad, but I don't eat it anymore. Hurrah! He's smoking a little bit. He's just like, whoosh. All right, I think that's our good illithid boy. Except I want to push this tentacle a little farther back, so I'm gonna shade it out. Get some good contrast in here. I honestly might start not coloring for a while. I think I'm going to do a lot more pencil sketches this year, and then watercolor. That's kind of what I want to do. I want to actually like print some stuff out and try to get into watercolor a little more. We'll see what actually happens, but I'd like to do that. I want to finish up my coloring book, which did not get finished for Christmas, which super bummed me out. But we'll get back to that after I finish up this project. All right, I think that's our illithid there. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good illithid boy there. I say boy, they are whatever they want to be. Have fun with it.
Use your imagination.
What do you call? Are they necromancers because they use people's bodies? I guess they're parasites because they steal the bodies. They don't actually like kill the person. They just steal it.
Actually, I think they have a really hard time against necromantic magics. At least in the past, or they did.
Like there are no necromancers, or what do you mean?
Like, I think they can't use it, and they can't control undead.
Interesting.
Their mental powers. Because that's how, like, the Gith, the space pirates and monks...
Well, no, don't...
freed themselves. I may be saying it wrong. Gith.
Yeah.
Gith.
So there's Gith Yankees, which I don't know if they are from space. They are pirates. They're absolutely pirates. Don't get me wrong.
They're like from that. They're from
the astral plane.
Sea.
Okay, that's fair. I can buy that. Then I was just when you said that I was like, there's the GIF, which are space hippos specifically. Yeah. So I wanted to make sure you weren't confusing those two. Please stream watercoloring if possible. Yeah. I want to do that. I was going to do that this week, but I'm going to try to finish up. I got hung up on a different project yesterday. So maybe next week we'll do some watercolor. I'll probably do that on Twitch. I'll probably end up doing that on Twitch.
Yeah, that's how like the space pirates kind of freed themselves. They started like turning some of their people into undead, which freed them from the mind control.
I know the Drow who love necromancy, but and constantly fight the illithids. So I don't know if that was cause and effect or what. Did I do this right? I know these guys are huge, kind of like bear people, goblins. Can't remember what their ears look like though. Are they tiny? Most Barghasts have like this profile where they're just like meh, grumpy. Just giant hedgehogs.
What are you drawing now?
I'm drawing a Barghast Bard. Yeah, I hope you... That's a... Bri says congrats on the house. Hope you have a growing collection of tools. the first like 2 years I lived in this house, I was just constantly like, I have some tools, I'll make things work, which always turned into like 4-day projects. And now it's just like when something breaks, it's like, buy the correct tool to do this right now. Even if you only use it once, it's going to save you time and money if you don't just buy the right tool. So now I do have a huge collection of like very eclectic tools. Like I have a ratchet to remove a water heater element. That's all it's for. It's the only thing it's for. It's a cheap one, but if I ever have to use it again, I'm ready to go. I'll probably just replace the water heater. A Buddhist. It is guest and not gassed. Interesting. And they are kind of weird bear people. Bear bad goblins. No, they're were-goblins, right? They're supposed to be like werewolf.
Yeah, like fiendish werewolf goblins.
I think they get summoned. They do have big old ears. Let's do it.
Yeah, like
And weird bat noses.
which I really like.
What the hell was I thinking of? I was thinking of something different.
Were you confusing them with bugbears?
No. Weird. The picture I had in my head of like the the picture I had in my head for in the monster manual is not the picture here. So I don't know what I was thinking of. But it's definitely not that. So
Yeah. Well, I know in D&D, they look more like giant goblin wolves, and in Pathfinder they're like werewolves. So it's like, okay.
yeah, I must have a different kind of. Maybe I have a Pathfinder picture in my head or something.
Yeah, which I shared one.
What are we gonna do to make this little boy bard? Give him some curls.
Ballerina.
Dancer.
Yep, dancer.
Dancer Barghast. It looks like he's got a shark fin, but it's supposed to be his ear. So maybe we'll move that down a little bit. We've got a very front-forward face. I have very rural part of North Carolina, so my experience has always been if someone is working on something family or neighbor related, show up with tools to help more actively talk and hang out and distract them. Yeah, that's fair.
Yep. Totally.
Oh, is that how we're gonna make him a bard? Give him an axe?
No, someone who uses way too much axe, and I want to like throw them out the window for it. Not literally, of course.
I have pretty sensitive nose, so I very
Same.
much don't hang out with people that use Axe body spray. And I tell people they smell like shit if I smell it.
Same.
It's not like Axe body spray is your only option. Axe body spray is like the most intentional smell you can have. Like,
Yeah.
because like medically it's got shit in it that can affect your skin, so it's not the most like, oh, I have to use this. It's also not the fastest because you have to spray it all over the place.
And it comes down like this huge fog.
It ruins your clothes. It's bad for your skin. Like,
Bad for the environment.
yeah, you're supposed to spray it and then walk through it. No one does that. Nobody does that. Just freaking. I worked in so many kitchens. Like, there are people that just smell bad. Like it's impossible. Like, you sweat so much that you just sweat through your deodorant. That is preferable to just coating yourself in Axe body spray. Like,
Yeah. In high school, the people who would go to the bathrooms and smoke would douse themselves in bad perfume and cologne. I'm just like, that just makes you smell all the more guilty, right?
I just use soap and clean clothes. What Adam Savage was talking about that the other day. He was like, people used to think that in the 70s, if you like went into the bathroom and smoked, people would assume that no one would know. And it's like, that's probably more true, though, because everybody smoked in the 70s, and so nobody could smell anything because everybody's nose was just broken. Does this kid smell like smoke? That might be me, because I also smoke, and it's just like, ugh, gross.
Yeah, I live in a family that smokes a lot, so all my clothes are just like permeated with cigarette smoke. So it's like, whenever I go somewhere, it's like I will purposely wash the clothes that I'm going to wear the next day and like keep them in a bag so they wouldn't like be saturated with cigarette smoke.
Yeah, I used to have friends that I just couldn't. It's like, man, I'm sorry, I can't stay at your house. Like, your house smells so much like smoke that I can't breathe when I'm in your house.
Yeah.
So.
Like, I also helped out at a dry cleaners one summer, and we would get these like suits of lawyers, and they would just like be absolutely like terrible with cigar smoke.
Oh, this smells like cigars. Oh, and there's cocaine in the pockets.
Oh yeah.
I was talking to some of my... I've had a few friends go to law school, partially because the University of Idaho is like a pretty predominant law school, at least on this side of the country.
I was gonna make a joke. Go on with your story.
And they were basically saying like, oh yeah, nobody does cocaine anymore because we just all have Adderall. It's like, that sucks. That's but apparently that's the jam. Bad culture. Being a lawyer is tough.
I guess maybe it would depend on like what type of law you go in.
No, it's just it's very competitive. It's very competitive, and it's a ton of work. Like, it's a ton of work if you want to be a lawyer, and so a lot of people buckle to the pressure of that. It's just like, I mean, effectively, people that are drinking like 4 energy drinks or 30 cups of coffee a day. It's like that. It's the same thing. It's just, they're trying to find something that will help them. Same thing with kitchens. Like kitchens breed a lot of substance abuse because it's you show up, you work, and then you hit 100 in a 5-minute period of time. It's just like go 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 go, and you're like, and you do that for 4 or 5 hours. It burns people out real fast. Almost all of the kitchen guys I know, when I was in college, drank or smoked like way too much because that was it. You go to work, you go home, you party, you fall asleep, you wake up, you go to work. That was it. It's just
Sounds like superstars.
yeah. Oh yeah, I mean that's another reason that there are like celebrity chefs, right? It's the same kind of mentality. Like you're competing to be the best of the best for something, and it sucks. I luckily enough just hate drinking to the point where I didn't have to deal with it, and that's probably one of the reasons I burned out of the kitchen so fast, because it was just like
Didn't they like try to pay you in beer at one point?
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. That's the thing, right?
Crazy.
Yep. Kitchens are tough. I have both sensitive sense of smell and migraine prone. I hate smokers so much. Yeah, running over Raptor. I very much. I remember when when like smoking in public became a thing, and all of the restaurants were like, "Oh, this is bullshit," and everyone got pissed off. And I had friends that we would argue and yell about it, and I'm like, man, you're affecting me more than anybody else. Like, you're killing yourself, and you're bringing me along for the ride. Like, I don't like it. And now, like, 10 years later, a few of my friends that were like that have stopped smoking, and they're like, holy shit, like, I can breathe again, because they stopped smoking, because it was just too hard for them to find time and places to smoke. And it's better. It's better for them, and I'm really happy for them. But
Yay, progress.
yeah. Yeah, it was really bad for a while. It was really weird. I went to a bowling alley a few years back, and I walked in, and it didn't smell like smoke, and I was just like, wait, what? What's happening? Like, this is weird. Something's wrong.
What is this, witchcraft?
Yeah. I was just like, oh, man. Because I used to go, my parents used to bowl when I was a little kid, and that was very much, you just walk in, and all of a sudden, like, I can't breathe, and I feel like crap. It's too expensive to smoke. Yeah. Yeah, I knew friends that were spending like hundreds of dollars a month on smoking. And it was just like, can I have hundreds of dollars a month, please?
Yeah, right.
I am cheap. I am a cheap ass. Like, that's also a thing that's about me. And that's another reason I don't drink.
Yeah, I was going to say, that probably works out well since you don't drink.
Yeah. Part of the thing was like, hey, let's go to the bar. It's like, I don't want to spend $40. I'm going to stay home. Better idea. Let's go to the liquor store, get a bottle of something, and each spend $2. How about that? I will make you a cocktail, because I am a badass. That's also the same reason I started. I like cooking, because it saves you money. Like going to a restaurant, it's like, I'm not paying you guys money for this shit. I'm super cheap.
Cheap ass.
Cheap ass.
Don't worry, it's fine.
All right, there's my Bardgast. Bard. He's got his axe guitar. He plays ballads. And we're gonna give him a big old.
Honestly plays Togo's Africa.
Yeah, he only plays Togo's. I like how I gave this pin. No, that's right. I did that right. All right, we're good. I'm gonna call that good. Curling up here in Canada, you can drink and smoke on the ice. At least it's outside. Right. Troll a meta alchemist.
Curling is such a weird sport.
I mean, it's giant shuffleboard, but with brooms.
And ice skates.
Yeah. I don't. You don't wear ice skates. I think you just wear shoes.
Oh.
Yeah. Am I wrong?
I don't know. I've never watched the Winter Olympics, or at least never watched a curling session.
I think you just have really tractiony shoes. I don't drink or smoke or go to parties. I used to go to parties all the time because I worked in kitchens, and so the only people I knew were like, "Hey, come over to my house, we're having a party." And then I'd get there, and everyone's just drunk, and I'm like, "I'm gonna go home."
Can I go home now? Oh, okay. So they don't wear skates.
Okay.
Tried ice skating once. Never again.
I like rollerblading. I used to rollerblade all the time. And I'm like, I'm gonna go ice skating. And I just like beat the shit out of myself trying to ice skate. And I was like, ugh.
See, I can never roller skate or rollerblade. And so I tried ice skating, and I was like, it was bad. Like, I'm pretty sure I fractured my ankle. Like, both at the same time.
I don't think I've ever broken a bone. Well, I don't think so. I've never officially broken a bone. Let's put it that way. I'm pretty sure I fractured some stuff.
Yeah.
Ooh. Sorry, I just had a bad memory.
You okay?
Yeah. Just had a memory of a kid knocking himself out skateboarding.
Oh, God.
Yeah. That was the day that I learned it takes 4 minutes for the EMTs to get to the skate park.
Oof. Oof.
I think I just turned this guy into like four-armed Blanca. Which maybe that's okay.
Just give him bandolier potions.
Oh yeah, I forgot he was an alchemist, not a barbarian. I got him clothes. Now I gotta design a t-shirt for 4 arms. That's no damn good.
I mean, you have been drawing nothing but barbarians so far.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, there was a bard, but...
That's very, very true. All right, better idea. Should we give him a bandolier? Bandelier's pretty funny, actually. Let's give him a bandolier.
Oh, that was the first thing that popped in my head, so...
Give him like a potion belt down here. I want his muscles to just be too much. Just too much muscle.
Yep. Like, double muscularism. There's a term for it, I can't remember. But...
Or he could be a 4-armed gunslinger. I'm just kidding, it's fine. We'll make it.
I mean, forearm bomb thrower.
Yeah, you could do that too. Should be a little more foaming at the mouth.
Excuse me.
That's wrong. The arm is twisted that way. The muscle should be up here. And then he might have that.
At least today you've got some practice in drawing some muscles again.
Yeah, true. Alchemist bombs. A bard.
Scald.
It's not a war crime because D&D doesn't have the Geneva Convention. Yeah, that's. I mean, there's a lot of really bad magic that exists, right? Like, oof.
I mean, mind control exists.
Yeah, mind control exists. So put that.
Which is arguably the most evil type of magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's just a lot of things you gotta just like kind of hand wave. It's like, yeah, we got wizards, but they don't take over countries or nations and rule them with mind controlling magics. No. That's what Ilthids do.
Magic's only a tool, that's how it's used. I suppose so. Yeah. Goldtooth has taught us that. Well, I've not met very many evil druids. Like a lot of times when people play druids, they usually play a protective archetype.
Mm-hmm.
Goldtooth did it, and it's pretty awesome. Like I give him shit all the time for playing an evil character, but like it's a good character. It's a really good character. It's like, well, that's evil, but that's fine. Like I like it.
Yeah, I mean,
Kevin the
Yes,
Necromancer is
theoretically-
pretty funny too, because I made it so that like it's hard for him to do stuff because he's super evil, and so like and undead. He'll walk into somewhere and just be like, he's like, "Hello, friend." It's like, "Oh, the undead." Like, go to sleep. He'll just start. He's
go
just.
sleep, go sleep,
It's
go
like,
sleep.
this is either gonna work or we're going all in, and we're just stealth mode off. Time to pull out the guns and hit bandit up.
You've been detected.
Yeah. I love playing nature, uncaring side druids. Let me get this straight. All rules ban flight, but allow barb druid 300 hit point combo. No. An interesting idea would have been use legend and lore and modify memory to help people remember or revisit important moments. I think that was its intent, and people just kind of use modify memory as a an oops, let's try that again. And it's like, that's kind of evil.
Yeah.
If a build is legit as all legal, it's probably, I don't understand that term. Yeah. Adventure League. Okay, yeah. Adventure League is not set because something is broken. Adventure League is set to tell a story. So the rules for Adventure League are set specifically to not make the DM have to correct something. So you have to think of Adventure League as very pared down, like in the spectrum of shit you can do in D&D, they're like, we only want stuff in this bucket to tell this story, because this stuff would break the game, the stuff outside of it. Flight.
Sort of like a meta plot thing.
Yeah. Really, Adventure League used to be, you showed up and you picked one of their characters. And I think they've moved away from that. So that's really, like, the fact that people can build their own characters in Adventure League now is great. And I think people are like, well, I want to play whatever I want. It's like, then that's homebrew. Adventure League is very much, you get to play this one legendary sweet barbarian if you want to play the barbarian class. Like, Adventure League is as close to a video game as you can get, and adding mods is just going to break things.
Yeah.
So, if that's the only way you can play D&D, yeah, that's a bummer. I totally get that, but
is that like how Pathfinder Society is as well? Sort of like Adventure League.
I think so.
I could be wrong.
I think so. I think that's what we're talking about, but like the D&D Starter Edition, right? It comes with characters that work for it. They're just like, here, play this dwarf, and that is built for. I mean, it's basically the first like 2 chapters of an Adventure League campaign. So,
I have that box set.
It's good. It's fun. It's a great way to introduce people to D&D.
That's it.
Are often made to munchkin. Yeah, it's supposed to make you feel powerful because it's limited. Like that's. It's a story. You're supposed to turn into this epic heroic adventure thing, right? Evil characters are much better. Said by a guy who's lawful evil. Eh? I have nothing to say with that. There's a lot of evil characters I can think of that are awful. Which is not interesting characters.
Awful, and they're just bad ideas.
Shere Khan is great. Scar, great. Was it Alice in Wonderland? The Queen is a horrible character. She's just bonkers, right?
Well, it was from a coked out dream he had.
Right.
So
Gaston's a piece
don't
of shit.
expect much.
Like, let's be honest. Gaston's a piece of shit. If he wasn't so pretty, everyone would hate him.
Yeah.
The evil queen from Snow White didn't even get a name. She's just the evil queen. We needed an antagonist for this show. I don't know. Evil character 5? Great.
Same with evil stepmother from Cinderella.
Yeah, it's a bummer. So, that being said, like, yeah, I think that's a. I don't like blanket statements, but it's fair. There's a lot of really cool evil characters, and evil campaigns can be fun.
When you were listing off evil characters, I was like, Boomerang Man he stinks. I was like, what does he even do?
Boomerang Man.
From
Rescuers Down
DC
Under.
Comics.
Oh, okay. I got what you're talking about. It's like, well, I got really
He may
confused.
have like a different name. I just know him as Boomerang Man.
There's some stinkers out there. We've been playing the new Final Fantasy game, and I don't like the villains in the new expansion. I'm only like halfway through it, so there might be something better, but currently they're like I don't want to say they're trying too hard to make you hate them. They're just shitty characters, and then the plot armor just allows them to be the bad guys. Because in all reality, it would be like, oh, there's that guy. I shoot him in the face with my spear. It's like, what? Yeah, he's dead now. We finished the campaign. Like, campaign over. Campaign done. I jumped out of the sky and meteor struck him to death. Right now, because he's talking and won't shut up. Like, no one uses Cinderella's stepmother's name because they literally don't like her. It's Lady Tremere.
Oh.
There you go. Cruella, the new movie, is actually a pretty cool twist. I hope that...
The second one.
Questionably evil. Yeah, I haven't seen it. There's a... for a while there, like Dexter and Hannibal, there were a whole bunch of shows that came out that were like, it's okay to be the bad guy. And it's like, but you're... It's not. like I don't know. I don't necessarily need the same thing with like Darth Vader. Like I don't necessarily need the justification of someone to do something. It's like people can just be evil. Like that's a thing. Selfish people do shitty things. Look at Walter White. Like honestly though, I stopped watching that show because I didn't like Walter White. Like, well, he's a son of a bitch. You don't be mean to Jesse. And then I just stopped watching the show. How should we write this episode? What if they make a bunch of drugs and then he's an asshole to Jesse? I like it. All right, let's do it. That was a good show, though. It was a good show. It was just weird. I don't like the glorification of like, oh, it's super cool to be a drug dealer. It's like it's not. Like, and that was kind of the point of the show, right? It was supposed to be this downward spiral, but I feel like too much of it was Walter getting away with things. It's like, yeah, see, he did it. It's like you shouldn't be happy about this. Like this is all terrible. I can't draw this hand, and I don't know if I care.
I don't exactly have to be anatomically correct in saying you're a metamorph.
Oops, bad hand.
Just a frog hand.
Just a frog hand, yeah. Seriously, what am I doing?
Claws.
It looks okay until I start adding the detail, and then it looks like garbage. I believe the Lady Tremere's name happened after the movie and was sort of gifted to her? Okay. By the fans of the movie. I don't think Disney checked this out on that. Was that, I mean, that might have been from the original story, right?
Probably.
So that was originally a Brothers Grimm story, I think, right? Or did the Brothers Grimm also steal it from the original text?
I'm not actually sure. I know it was based in France. That's all I remember.
Alright. I think we're going to call that troll good. A Leshy Sorcerer. Whoop. Yeah, because the Pathfinder Leshies are like...
Cute. Well, some are cute. The fly trap one creeps me out.
Fireball. Straw cool. That was pretty cool. Leshy Pangolin. Came upon your videos very recently. I love your artwork. It's overall super cool concept, and seeing a character take shape as you talk about it and flesh it out. Thank you, Ryan. Glad you enjoyed those. That was my main issue with Borderlands 3 compared to the others. The villains weren't very engaging. Yeah. Removing called shots nerfed marshals heavy. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that, because really, called shots are fine. I think they're easily put back in the game. No errors, but they're very complicated, I think, is the problem. And once you have advantage disadvantage, that called shots doesn't work, because it's like, oh, I'd like to shoot him in the head, please. It's like, cool, that's a -20. So you get either 4 disadvantage 4, which is not the same, or
Nope.
or you take disadvantage to get a critical hit. Like, everybody would do that all the time. Like, I would 100% always take a disadvantage to critically hit somebody. So it's just too complicated. That's why I play Pathfinder, right? If you're fine with the math, just add it back in. Like, no harm, no foul. It works perfectly fine. But that is why. Because they simplified the math system for 5th edition. I want, like, really spindly wooden legs. But I also want like a really high cut. High cut, yep, right there. I want this hip here. And then I want that, and then I want this. And then we're gonna do like a big train. You're drawing the deer from Beastars. I hope not.
You're not.
I fucking cannot stand that show. I haven't watched it. I keep seeing stuff about it, and the proportions are just weird to me. So I generally just haven't been watching it or trying to watch it.
Large head, skinny necks.
Well, we've talked about this a few times. Like, how do you make an anthropomorphic person?
Yeah.
And they were like, what if we draw really super gangly characters and then just stick animal heads on top? And it's like, nope, not what I like. Not what I want. There's too many distortions that are all, it's like uncanny. It's uncanny for me. I really feel like they should have, like Zootopia is very much animals with people shape. And it's like, cool, that works. Like that doesn't break my brain. But that one is very much just like anime body, but animal head. And it's like, ugh.
Weird uncanny valley
Yeah.
stuff going on.
I think what you're talking about is because I have her looking up. And that's exactly my problem. Is like they drew all of the stuff to make an anime torso. They're like, yeah, great. And then they're like, where would the deer head go? Like, I don't know, on a top? It's like, no, that's not where that should go. That's not where that should go at all. I'm gonna move this hand. I'm gonna make this post a little more dynamic.
Anthropomorphic llama people.
Yeah, anthropomorphic llama. A llama? He's supposed to be dead.
Great quotable lines from that movie.
Yeah. Like I said, she's a great villain. She's a great villain.
It's all coming together now.
Yeah. She's plotting, she's scheming, she knows what she wants, she's gonna try to get it.
Yep. And great voice actress for her as well.
Hmm.
What's her name? Kith something.
I looked it over to see how easily it is confused. The Lachey are plant people, and the Lachey are powerful Fey elves. Oh, interesting. Memes. Second best Disney movie, and I refuse to be convinced otherwise.
I agree. It's probably one of the ones I've watched the most. That, Lilo and Stitch. What are some of the other Disney movies I watch all the time? Well, I don't watch them anymore. I used to. I used to work at a video store, a Hollywood Video. And they would let you rent like 3 or 4 movies every night. And I would work till like 2 a.m. And so I would just, I started like watching every movie I could, right? I would just grab a movie and watch it, but I kept falling asleep through them because I was going home and going to bed. And so I just started getting Lilo and Stitch, and Lilo and Stitch. What was the other ones? Emperor's New Groove. There's got to be some of those. I would just grab those and I would go home and watch them and fall asleep. They're pretty great.
Sounds like me with the Mummy movie.
Mr. Sai, welcome. How are you today? I don't know if she needs a nose. Yeah, we'll give her a nose. Magic! I can't not draw an elf without ears. It's just too good. We'll go back and we'll add these horns back in. Little branches.
Brambles and branches.
Yep. Brambles and brambles. I kind of want this arm to be pushed back. Nope, that doesn't look right. There's not enough foreshortening in the front for it to do that. Okay, if I have motions going like this, she's got magic kind of coalescing over here and over here. We have two things, and her hair is going to go like that. She's kind of buff too, which is great. Give her a little bit of a wood texture. Just make her kind of naughty and knobbly. Not naughty, but like tree knots. Is that spelled the same?
I think so. No. It starts with K.
K-N-O-T? Yeah, K-N-O-T for tree knots.
Yep. Yeah. Like tying a knot.
Yeah. I guess you could be Kanati too if you wanted, but...
The English language.
My friend is going to be a DM, and he pitched it like a standard fantasy world with lots of ruins and other things. Very simplistic for the moment. That's cool. Is a JoJo pose. JoJo pose. Get out of here.
Get on now, get.
I was trying to make like a whole bunch of I wanted like leaves and stuff on here, but I think with this level of fidelity it's not going to happen.
Probably call it a day after this anyhow, so. Oops. That's gonna be really loud. Dang it. Yep, that's super loud. Turn it off. Accidentally opened Final Fantasy. Blah! I don't know if anybody heard that, but it was loud. I love it when video games are like, what if we play our huge intro before you can actually access a menu? That'd be great. It's like, can I skip it? I'm like, no. No, that's it. You're in it. You're in it to win it. Check out the sweet, sweet video we made. Okay, thank you, I guess. Do you have time for another suggestion, Rook?
It is 10 minutes. If you give me a suggestion, it's going to be cute and fluffy. So if you're okay with that, I will do a quick wall-eyed something if you'd like. A little rugby munchkin.
Walled fish.
This is the last one I had, so if you want one more, you can go ahead and give me something. But it'll probably be quick. I got about 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna call it for the day. So, bye-bye. Man, I gotta work on my hair too. Abs and hair. That's what we gotta work on this month.
So, just draw Conan.
Yep. You could just draw a whole bunch of Conans. Fluffy rugby with big eyes. Is that what you want? You could draw a fluffy rugby. That could be pretty funny.
Like freshly blow dried.
Yep. Just a big poof rugby. Why am I drawing that so big?
Hairy abs. Sorry.
Just got to draw a whole bunch of, oh, what's his name? Shoot. Armstrong. Nothing but Armstrong.
Yep. I mean...
I guess he wasn't that hairy.
No, but he definitely would be a decent reference because he's almost all his poses is him shirtless. So
Mostly abs, yep. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about Armstrong from Full Metal Alchemist.
great character.
Great character. I'm a muscle wizard.
Yeah, he pretty much is.
Yeah, I liked Armstrong for being a muscle wizard.
I always want him to like speak with like a vaguely Russian or German accent.
Oh, that's racist, but okay.
No, it's Braum from League of Legends.
I mean, theoretically, they're all German, aren't they?
I think that's kind of the general idea. Is like they live in a German like fantasy world or fantasy nation.
Yeah. Hold on a second. Nope. Nope, you're not gonna see. Yeah, you can see his teeth. That's fine. Now I'm gonna have to make this into a plushie, aren't I? If you or somebody you know knows how to make plushies, let's chat.
Bet Brad knows someone.
Let's make some rugby merch. Nobody's buying my rugby merch, so I'm not sure what to do about it.
I feel like a plushie would go like hotcakes if you managed to.
Well, I thought
advertise
coffee
for
mugs
that.
and stickers and anything else would go like hotcakes, but check out the merch store. There's a few links down below. For the few of you that are here. There's 9 of you here. That's fine. How's the stream going? It's going pretty well, Joe. It's going. We're about to wrap it up. If you have a quick suggestion, I can probably do a quick sketch for you. Normally on Wednesdays we do viewer suggestions and allow people to draw with us. My drawing cohorts have left for the day, so it's just me, which is fine. We're drawing a fluffy rugby.
Let you know, your store page link isn't in the description.
That's no damn good. Maybe
Because I was gonna go look at the store.
Nah, it's alright. Don't worry about it. I will fix that.
Later.
Nope, I don't know anymore that makes plushies. That's good. Looks like a result of a lightning bolt gone wrong. Yeah, that's true. Any mouse of the mouse guard variety? I've gotten really into mouse guard. Mouse guard's pretty fun. Actually, I take that back. I haven't played mouse guard, but it looks fun. I shouldn't say that like I've played it, but it does look really fun and cute. You can draw a quick wall-eyed mouse, because you know that's how I'm going to do it. That's pretty good fluffy rugby, I think. Fluffy. Squeaky
What we're just
clean.
basically coming up with is rugby is basically Eevee, infinite evolutions.
Oh yeah, sure. That's pretty funny. Let's see if I can bust out a mouse guard mouse. Well, I don't think I can. They're basically just little mice with huge coats. Una paladin!
Rat folk paladin.
Yep. Not rat folk paladin, just rat paladin. I'm a paladin of the pizza. Gotta meme it real hard before we call it a day.
It's just the rat from Charlotte's Web.
Man, it's been so long since I've watched or read that.
Right? I don't even remember its name.
I keep forgetting that is actually a movie. Because I always just think of Babe.
Yeah.
Babe is
a
a better
live
pig
action.
movie. Babe is the better pig movie.
They made like a live action version of Charlotte's Web, which was
Yeah, that's what I'm
not
talking
great.
about. Like, I always.
And then there was an old animated one.
Yeah, the animated one is okay, but
I agree.
every time I think about the live action one, it's just like, oh no, Babe is better. Let's watch Babe instead.
One day I was watching what I thought was Babe, but turned out was Animal Farm, and I was like, "This ain't Babe."
No, that is a very different story.
Yeah. Oh, why are these pigs evil?
Because they're Russian pigs. Apparently, was that what it was? It's about communism. At least I don't know if it was supposed to be a direct relation to.
It was like a parody of like communists who would say they're for the people and then just turn around and act like
Big jackets for big
capitalists.
adventures. Shifts and shows are time to relax, have fun, and excited, no pressure. Session 1s are quite frightening to DM, but session 0s are great. Nice mouse. Thank you for reading. No problem. Yeah, I like session 0s. I generally don't worry about being a session 0 because what I do is when I play, I tend to the first like 3 campaigns I'm super fluid with, like 3 levels. If someone's a level 2 barbarian and they're like, this sucks, I want magic, it's like, cool. Rebuild your character as a mage. Like, it's only been like a week. No one has noticed that you had a spell book this whole time. Remember when you punched that guy in half? It's like, yeah, that sucked. I'm not doing that again. Like, it's totally fine. The first few levels I feel are very, very fluid. That's a rat, not a mouse. Mouse have little fluffy tails, right? I mean, like, they're not naked. Mice have furry tails. But not like
I don't
poofy
know.
furry tails. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
I've not looked at enough mice in my life to know.
Rats have scaly tails.
Possum tails.
Yeah. Adventure! I think I gave him a common a coat.
For the great cheese.
There we go.
Great mouse movie, Mouse Hunt.
Okay.
I think that's what we're going to call it today.
Thanks for hanging out today, everybody. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, let's see. What are we doing? Tomorrow, I will most likely be on Twitch again. Friday we might do another game day. Or it might work. I don't know. Sorry, I'm playing with a pencil. It's probably not the best sound. Yeah. Maybe we'll play some games on Friday. I'm not sure. We'll find out. But thanks again for hanging out today. Thanks for all the suggestions. Thanks for giving me some cool stuff to draw. For those of you that drew with me, thank you very much for that as well. I've been doing something with the live streams because YouTube is hot garbage when it comes to organizing live streams. So what I'll be doing is I'll leave these videos up as VODs for about a week, and then I will unlist them, but they will still be in the playlist. So if you are worried about missing episodes, or you just want to go back and look at some of the old drawings, they're all in the playlist for the Discord and Draw. Otherwise, yeah, we're going to go get some work done. We're going to hang out, maybe make some movies. Have a wonderful, wonderful new year, everybody. Stay happy, stay healthy, keep your dice on the table, and we'll catch you next time. Bye.
Work on your next video.
Hopefully. Bye, everybody.